have the city on side, please?
Researchers at Penn State University found that customer service reps are threatened, cursed at, or belittled on an average 7 times a day. So you can see how that would naturally make someone a little bit defensive if that's what they have to deal with day in and day out on their job. You want the person to be on your side, and in order to do that, you have to step back, take a few deep breaths, and kind of charm and disarm them, and have them be an advocate for you. And the way you do that is just by being nice. Now, I know that sounds so obvious and plain as day, but a lot of times when we're super angry, that's when we kind of forget all of those etiquette rules. I had several readers actually who told me stories that were very similar to this one, but one reader told me that he was stuck at Washington National Airport on Christmas Eve, and one of the last 2 flights to Kansas City where he was going had been canceled. Now, obviously there's a whole bunch of people at the airport waiting to get there, and they're not exactly happy. And he noticed that most of the passengers got very ugly with the gate agents. He noticed one man screaming at this elderly woman who was working at the gate. And he was horrified by that. And after the man left, he went up to the woman and he said, you know, I understand that there's not much you can do and there's probably not a lot of chance of me getting on this next flight. But I know that it's not your fault, and I really admire the way you handled that customer, and I hope you have a happy holiday. And when it came time for the names to be called for the people who did make it on the flight, his was one of the first, and he had also been upgraded to first class. Several money readers have told us that when something's gone wrong, they've written a polite and brief, you don't want it to go on for like 8 pages, letter to the CEO or to the senior vice president for, customer relations. Or sometimes it's effective to send a letter to customer relations and copy the CEO or copy the senior vice president. Be able to be specific about what you're asking for, and stick to the facts. Don't embellish. Keep careful records, and just sort of stay calm. Check your emotions a little bit. I mean, it's frustrating when you spend a lot of money and something goes wrong, but if you take a step back and you let the person know that it's not necessarily their fault and that you just want a solution, you're much more likely to get someone on your side and get someone to help you.